Good morning and welcome to another video of Opinions from Mary. I hope all your desires manifest quickly. Today in this video it's a home improvement. We are starting number 1 of painting and getting this room ready to be a design studio, which used to be a bedroom, which was demolished because of a bad plumbing situation. But anyway, this is where most people start when they start to paint their rooms. Everything has been taken out and we're pretty much ready for paint. But what we're going to do is we're going to tape some stuff off. The only thing that's left up is this vent, but it is so loose that I could actually pull it off with my hand. And being that the furnace is running, I want that hot air to get to other parts of the home instead of just this one room. So, okay, so let's start here with the tools and supplies. I try to get everything ready before I get started. And so what we have here is tape that we're going to tape stuff off with, scissors to cut. For painting, when I'm doing the ceiling, I have a mask. I have my paint rollers and brushes all sitting here. And this will be a handy tool. This is what I'm going to mix my paint, my gallon of paint with, instead of a stir. It's been sitting for a while. So I'm just going to keep all these tools here. Once that gallon is mixed, to do the ceiling, I have a pole. And I am going to use, I have get into this a little bit when we start. Then I have that ugly, what do they call that? Popcorn ceiling. That's a pain in the butt to have to paint. So a very thick mat roller. This one is 1.5 inch pile. So that should get right into that. So one swoop. We'll find out when we do the video. Anyway, I'm getting ready to go here. The drill is needed to mix the paint. And this is what I noticed on this one section here. There's like crud stuck in here. So I personally, before I tape everything off, I want to get off as much garbage as possible and have a clean start. Maybe you can see some of this garbage. Anyway, so yeah, I'll be doing that. All right, so let's get started taping off stuff. I got my dogs here playing. Not an ideal situation for doing a video. Come on, get out of here. Like they're gonna listen. I don't think so. Okay. So let's get you in the corner where you can watch me tape stuff off. Now, I'll start with the window first. Because on the window, you can see right there, I'm going to use plastic. And the reason is, when I'm doing this ceiling, I want to make sure that I'm now not having to clean this window up. So this is just some thin metal plastic, and I'm going to tape it up over the window, cut down what I don't need, but that will protect the inside of the window as well. A trick for putting tape up when you want to hold something in place. And these new rolls, it would be nice if they had it to where there was an easy start to there. This tape, which I just bought, the start is so difficult to pull up. Oh, excuse me, let me get rid of these dogs. Get out, out, out. You too. My apologies. They're very excited. We're going to be traveling later today to take back an Amazon return, and so they know they're going for a ride. I'm just overjoyed. Okay, so here's the trick. Let's move this a little bit quicker, closer for you. Here's a trick for putting stuff up to where you would want it to hold. And I'll just do a little section here, so it's easier to work with. I come right up where I want to be. Oh my gosh, all that dust. Wow. Well, I did not clean that very well, now did I? Oh, so much for this room being a construction zone. Holy smokes. Oh. Wow. Look at that. That, oh my gosh. Man. I don't even know if it's going to hold at this point. Son of a gun. All right, let me show you the trick. So the video's not a total waste. Put your tape, let me find a good spot that's easy to put it. Okay. And I'll just tape it off without having to bore you with me sweeping and cleaning more. Okay, so put the tape to where you want it on your edge. Let's see, is that showing? Yes, it is. And then come in with whatever plastic. See how that's holding there? Then come in with your plastic and grab it. See? And when I come up on top, it'll work too. But I am going to take off this whole thing. If we had gravity on our side, it would be much nicer. So I'm going to come up all the way here, anywhere that I don't want to get paint, which is all the way around this woodworking, because we're going to paint that in a beautiful gloss white. Fill in the holes with caulk. And then see, come in and on. Now, if this was gravity, even though I got a bunch of dirt on top, I got to get off. Come over here. What I would do then is, as gravity is holding this, I would then come in and take my scissors and let's see if you can see here. So then I would take my scissors and just cut the bottom of this plastic to where, let me get rid of that little section there. So where I put my tape on the bottom. So under here, tape on the bottom, fill it in, same way. That was cut. And see? So I think you get the idea. And that's what I'm going to do all the way around, except it's going to be neat. And it's going to be clean, because now I got to go clean the top of this. So anyway, this is number one. I'm going to tape off what I do not want to get paint on, and have all my paint and supplies here that I need to start painting. And the next video will be actually on the painting. So this room will be taped off. The windows will have the plastic over it. This area up here will be cleaned, whatever is in there. And then this will be taped off because I don't want any paint on this track. And also, it will come in here. I guess maybe I could do this one for you. The door handle. So on the door handle, same thing with the tape and plastic. I'm going to run the plastic around the door handle. For me, it's easier to start on the bottom so I know that I'm in real tight. Because I really don't feel like taking this door handle off. That might be the preferable way to do it. I just don't feel like doing it that way right now. Anyway, and then I'm going to shove some plastic around here. So when we take that little piece of plastic we cut, heck, a plastic bag would work for that matter. Okay, so come on back there. And plastic. so now you know why taking off the door handle is probably easier. I just don't want to do it. So, alright, I got my plastic there, I have my plastic here. Then I'll come over this with some more tape. And the reason I'm doing it this way is I want to be able to use this doorknob back and forth. I want to be able to show it. If I take the doorknob off, I just have a hole there, and I also then can't shut off this door to where the dogs can't get in. So that's nice and neat all the way around there. And I'll just come over this one here, make sure we get it. And I'll show you that why I'm doing it this way with the plastic is so that when I go open the door, okay, I can do that. All right, I hope that helped a little bit. Plastic, how to put it up, put the tape up first, have it to where it's available to grab on to what you want to hold, and go from there. Some scissors, and I think it's important to start with a clean spot first, so that's what we're going to do. All right, see you for number 2 when we're mixing paint and starting to put it up on the walls. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.